Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Munchie B. Munchie B was born in Inglewood, California, into a family full of bloods. His father was from the 89 family Swans, which is considered one of the deadliest blood sets of all time. And his older brother is from Crenshaw Mafia. He grew up in a nice
Crenshaw Mafia
parent household in the middle class yet gang-infested neighborhood of Morningside Park. As a youth, he enjoyed playing sports, in particular football and basketball. But eventually the gang life took over. In the 8th grade, Munchie officially got his put on and was a member of the Inglewood family Bloods. And things would get real from that point. One afternoon after school let out, Munchie and fellow Blood members were walking to the Carl's Jr. in Manchester. When they arrived at Carl's, a car pulls up. A few men wearing green hop out and walk past Munchie's group into the Carl's Jr. Them wearing all green signified that they were from Hustlers, who was an enemy to the Inglewood families. And
oh, damn, it get this deep in LA, bro? All I know about Bloods, Crips, and Hoovers. I'm like, green? What gang is that? God damn.
FBI, open up!
Fuck.
HP. A physical altercation ensued.
Where he
Who
said they
was
was
an enemy
from?
past Munchie's group into the Carl's Jr. Them wearing all green signified that they were from Hustlers,
Hustlers? Bro, I've never heard that in my life, bro.
who was an enemy to the Inglewood families and NHP. A physical altercation ensued, which ended up with the Bloods beating up the Hustlers and taking their food. After the markout, Munchie and a few others make their way to the Inglewood swap meet on foot. A few minutes later, a car pulls up and lets off numerous shots.
Damn,
Munchie
so they
down.
pulled up instantly.
3
after the
more
fight.
shots, another Blood down. Munchie got hit in the arm, and another bullet grazed him in the head. He was admitted to the UCLA hospital, where they stapled him up. He left there with the red cast, and was out trooping on
red
Crenshaw
cast.
in Manchester the next day. In hindsight, the attempt on Munchie's life would turn him up on Max. Part 1 of Munchie's rampage. He allegedly slid on every last one of his enemies.
Oh, so after that, he turned into a goddamn. He turned into a killer, bro.
Repeatedly, from the 30s to the 100s. Legend
Damn.
Crips, and even participated in putting in work on Queen Street, where the Inglewood families were once engaged in a blood-on-blood war. Munchie was relentless, and everyone knew he was out for blood. He allegedly had people scared to come out the house, terrorizing and chasing down 9-0s through Jesse Owens Park. He was wreaking so much havoc, even his enemies had to give him his credit.
Oh, Munchie B, you know what, kid? Let me tell you something about Munchie B, bro. That's on the damn hymns.
This is Op.
Cole's pulling up. Cole's doing it like he made shit interesting. He made shit fun and whatever. But then I went to the county and I was squabbling niggas and shit. And like, and then the homie Twin from 107, he was like, yeah, Ime. Munchie be on some weird shit, bro. But it's like, I know he made shit interesting. I know Cud made shit interesting on the hood because, nigga, he was the only niggas coming through the hundreds. He was the only niggas coming through our sides. But, you know.
He was the only nigga wetting us up, basically.
Whatever
what he
Cud got to
said.
say, I'm not going to say nothing about Cud because, like I said, I know Cud came through. Cud went to Washington. Like I said, ain't that on the block side? I'm pretty sure that's on the block side. Cud went to Washington homecoming and was in the stands and walked out that motherfucker and nothing happened to Cud.
Damn.
But I'm pretty sure that was on the block side. But, you know, that's we just going to let that go.
And on the other hand, many of his enemies despised him, which spoke volumes of what type of problem he was. Over time, Munchie became the biggest trophy in his hood, with the highest rank. In 2010, Munchie had the city buzzing when he and 30 other Inglewood family Bloods marched to Nipsey Hussle's clothing store, which was then Slauson Tees, and tore up the whole establishment and
Oh, damn.
took all of the clothes. Allegedly, a few Rolling 60s were there, but had to flee when the mob of families stormed in. Hours later, Nipsey, as well as a gang of other NHs, slid back through Inglewood heavy. Prior to Nipsey rapping, apparently Munchie and
supposed to
Nipsey
be
didn't cross
sliding on
paths
that?
much, as Munchie claimed to not have known of Nipsey.
Nipsey named Thundercat from 60s, right? Why I never heard of him before rapping. They hood 9 blocks down. I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? Oh, so this was, okay, so Munchie was, this is recent. I'm thinking it's like back in the day,
Munchie continued his rampage, allegedly shooting up the 40s weekly. With how active Munchie was, it was inevitable that he made frequent trips in and out of jail.
Yeah.
But there's one infamous rumor hanging over Munchie B, like a dark cloud, from one of those times he was in the county jail. Allegedly 4-leaf and a few other rolling 40 crips.
That's a big motherfucker right there, boy. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, that's a big nigga, man.
Caught Munchie B in the court tank, squabbled him down, KOing him. They then dragged him to the corner and allegedly proceeded to put peanut butter in his booty hole. For context in the
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bruh.
We got him.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
You put the peanut butter in the butt? This is the second video I heard about some LA niggas getting knocked out and putting peanut butter in their ass. What's going on, bro? That's gangster now? You knock your op out and put some peanut butter in his ass crack?
county jail. Peanut butter is put on pastries, honey buns, danishes, cinnamon rolls, etc. This was the 40s sadistic way of exposing Munchie B as sweet, soft. There's talk that a broomstick was involved in the fiasco, but allegedly peanut butter was definitely involved in the mix. Nipsey even tweeted about the incident.
Y'all ass crazy as hell, folks. Ain't something wrong with these people, gang. You gotta have a mental illness to be gangbanging, gang. That's what that's what I'm learning. You feel it's gotta be something wrong with you, gang. It's something that ain't clicking all in your
turned
head.
up super after he got out of jail. Allegedly, 3 Crips got knocked down, 2 rolling 40s and 1 rolling 60. This is all alleged and rumors that floated around LA during that time. Munchie has been shot on 6 different occasions, but it'd be one bullet in particular that would be life-changing for him. One day in 2012, Munchie was driving down Imperial in his personal car. This was a car that he never did dirt in, and was more low-key.
Right.
One that he would ride with his family and kids.
Right.
All tense, a car that his enemies wouldn't recognize easily.
Right.
As he pulls up to Imperial in San Pedro, another car pulls up alongside. As soon as the light turns green, that car starts dumping on Munchie's vehicle, lighting it up with bullets. Only 1 bullet struck Munchie, but got him right in the temple. It immediately went black for him, and he crashed into some railroad tracks. Unfortunately, his optic nerve was severed from that bullet, causing Munchie to lose his eyesight. When word spread that Munchie got shot in the head,
he can't
the
see
Crips
at
were
all?
rejoicing, and multiple parties were thrown to celebrate because they thought he was
parties, bro. They threw parties because this nigga was gone.
dead. Ghost from Legend Chris went as far as to say he joined whatever said killed Munchie. Members from the 40s and the 60s were infuriated when they found out that he had pulled through. But if you kept your ear to the streets, you may have heard that it was actually someone within his own gang that was behind the shooting. Munchie's from the 9 Deuce clique of the Inglewood families. Rumors have floated that the gunman was actually an older member from the 77th Street clique. Fast forward to 2016, Munchie's close homie Red Bull was murdered at a pajama party in Carson.
One man is shot and killed, 2 others wounded in a shooting in Carson.
Yeah, this happened just before midnight during a party in the 100 block of West Victoria Street. Eyewitness News reporter Jade Hernandez live at the scene with the very latest for us. Jade.
Well, when we pulled up, Victoria, Maine was blocked off. It still is right now. The shooting, we understand, happened where these balloons are tied right now. I spoke to 2 women actually when we pulled up, and they told me that they were just too scared to talk on camera. But they say that they were at the party when gunfire erupted last night before midnight. They tell me they don't know who was shot and killed or who the other 2 men are who were taken to the hospital. They say this was a birthday party for a woman, and at least 200 people were there. To ensure safety, birthday organizers even hired security, and every person who entered was checked for weapons. But these women told me about 30 young men showed up after the party started and were turned away because they didn't have IDs, and some had guns. Something happened in the parking lot, shots were fired, and the next thing that these 2 women told me that they knew was that someone who had been shot in the parking lot ran back into the party.
Draco and the state team would end up going down for the murder. When Draco was released in 2020, he aligned himself with the Rolling Hundreds and the 6-0s, who are the
I didn't know
families.
that. I remember Draco passing away. I think he might have got like poked up, but I didn't know he was like involved with no murder and went to jail for the murder.
Into the party.
That's crazy.
Draco and the state team would end up going down for the murder. When Draco was released in 2020, He aligned himself with the Rolling Hundreds and the 6-0s, who are the Inglewood family's main enemies. He also began dissing Red Bull on various songs and occasions. This further sparked a back and forth feud between Draco and the Inglewood families, with Munchie being the frontliner and defending his fallen homie. Things reached new levels when Draco dropped Ingleweird, a track that dissed the entire city of Inglewood, which included a shot aimed directly at Munchie. I just dropped 50 on a blind nigga, he ain't see it coming. Meaning that Draco put a 50K hit on Munchie B. The night that Draco was murdered, Munchie popped a bottle of Hennessy to celebrate. He also let off a series of tweets, letting the public know what was on his mind.
These grown-ass men, by the way. Nip spoke. Yeah, Draco spoke bad on my name, dude. Damn.
These days, Munchie B is on his OG status. His reputation in the streets has been solidified, and he is regarded as one of the realest. He encourages the youth to stay away from gangs. He says he's not trying to be a role model, but an example.
These grown-ass men crazy as hell, boy.
I'd like
There's something wrong
to
with
thank you guys for watching. Please like.
There's something wrong with all these are grown-ass men. You gotta be a different type of fucking crazy in the brain to not say C's and only put B's. I'ma wear red and not blue. I'ma throw up these gang signs. I'm gonna be ready to die, kill, steal, or go to jail at any moment for my set. I'ma go to the store and really buy these red bandanas and put them on. Like, this shit that ain't lame to y'all. That shit always been lame to me, bro. I'm sorry.